Storm Tracker meteorologist Grace Anello with 31 triple Doppler.
Oh my goodness. I actually was surprised at how hot it felt outside yesterday.
Yeah.
We've been talking 80s. It felt awfully close to 90.
Yes, well, and this is what makes me laugh.
Right.
When we get that first 80s stretch right after summer, like we had
Right.
about 6 weeks ago, people say false fall, and I'm going, it still feels like 89.
Right.
Well, we have that to start, those upper 80s, but then a big change coming for us by the middle of the week. Right now, 4:49 on your Monday, 31 triple Doppler, and we are looking good. Not seeing a ton of cloud cover, a few pockets here and there, not seeing rain, nor will we at any point today. Conditions are comfortable this morning. They're mild and generally speaking uneventful, leading to a pretty pleasant day. Lucky for us, we're actually staying that way for a while. I've got us in the green on the threat tracker today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Now tomorrow we could see a few little drizzles of rain, but most of us will not see a thing. Most of us will stay completely dry, and it will be lovely over the course of the next couple of days. Out the door this morning, we're a little bit cool. I almost wanted a light jacket over my shoulders. I didn't, but it was close. 65 degrees for us, a whole lot of sunshine coming into the mix before long. By 8 a.m., we'll be sitting close to 70 degrees. If you're thinking about taking the dog on a walk, I say go for it. By this afternoon, we'll reach a high temperature sitting in the mid 80s. Average for this time of year is those lower 80s, but it's still fairly close. So we'll call it seasonal for this time of year. A little bit of a nice breeze. And again, you just can't beat that sunshine. So whatever you're doing today, whether it's after school or going to the park or just hanging out outside, I say it's a really lovely day for it. And in fact, for most of us, a really lovely week. Now, tomorrow is the warmest day of the work week, just 1 degree warmer than today, but we will kind of feel some of that almost summertime heat. I've been calling it summertime adjacent. 1 or 2 drizzles again are possible, but very, very few of us will see that. By Wednesday, it's fairly close to the same. By Thursday, we're cooling off a little bit, back closer to those low to mid 80s, a little bit closer to average for this time of year. And you're going to be surprised at how noticeable that jump is just in a few degrees change. The big reason for that, a little bit the temperatures, more so the humidity. Now we're far from oppressive right now. Take a look at our Muggy meter. We're sitting on the high end of pleasant, but that humidity is still somewhat noticeable. By Thursday, we're getting into that crisp, cool autumn air, dew points sitting in the 50s, and that's only the beginning. They continue to drop after that point. So yes, we're a little bit cooler, but we're also ushering in that seasonal change air, and that's what's going to be very, very pleasant for us as we move to Thursday. If you are one that literally cannot wait to fall, you are so close, my friends. We're getting there in just a few days' time. All right, now I do want to check in with you in the Atlantic. Let's talk about Hurricane Umberto, currently spinning as a major Cat 4, 130 miles an hour. We were tracking both of these for you when they were disturbances just off the coast of Africa, and now here they are sitting in the Atlantic. Now Umberto is going to track north and then arc east as it continues to weaken. It'll stay fairly far from the coastline, kind of jutting out towards North Carolina there, but it is not going to be a problem for most of us here in the United States. Just to the west, sitting east of Florida, tracking Tropical Storm Imelda. Now, still getting its act together, but expected to become a hurricane probably by today, by this afternoon likely, spinning at 45 miles an hour. By the time we get to today or tomorrow, it will be that hurricane. It is going to very briefly track north, and then it takes a hard right turn as well. Tracks out further into the Atlantic and again stays out of our system. Now, if you're sitting east coast of Florida, Georgia, or the Carolinas, you're definitely getting rain. You're already getting some this morning. Some of that wind, you could see some higher tides. But as far as anything directly impacting landfall, not going to be an issue for you. So that is phenomenal news. We have that big old change in humidity on Thursday, and then we'll keep the low 80s through the weekend. A whole lot of sunshine, really looking lovely and very, very pleasant. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.